Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at something really practical, taking control of your heart health with a simple cholesterol blood test.
That's right. And we're using the cholesterol blood test in Eccles, your local health guide from Blood Test UK, as our base. It's a great local resource.
Absolutely. The mission today is to break down what this test actually tells us, and importantly, why it's so useful, especially if you're, say, over 40, or maybe heart issues run in the family.
Exactly. It's all about getting those, super insights, as the guide calls them, into your heart disease risk. A quick test really can empower you to take preventative steps.
Okay, so let's get into it. The guide mentions 3 key numbers the test measures. Can you explain those in, simple terms? What do they actually mean for our health?
Sure. So basically, the test looks at 3 main fats in your blood. There's HDL, LDL, and triglycerides.
HDL, that's the first one.
Yep, HDL. Think of it as the good helper cholesterol and sort of sweeps away the bad stuff from your arteries. Generally, you want this number to be higher. The guide suggests above 1.0 millimole is good. And interestingly, it notes quitting smoking can really help boost this one.
Okay, the good helper.
Yeah.
So logically, LDL must be the less helpful one.
That's putting it mildly. LDL is often called the bad helper. If you have too much of it, the ideal is below 3.0 millimole according to guide. It can start to build up inside your blood vessels, like clogging up the pipes.
Which can lead to serious problems down the line, like heart attacks.
Precisely. Blocked arteries are bad news, and then there are triglycerides, the third number. This one's another type of fat in your blood, often related to diet, especially sugars and refined carbs. Keeping that below 1.7 millimole is also important for overall metabolic health.
Got it. So HDL good, LDL bad, triglycerides,
Right.
also keep those low. But the real power here, as Blood Test UK points out, seems to be catching problems early, right?
Absolutely. That's the core message. Early detection, finding out if your levels are high gives you a chance to make changes, maybe tweak your diet, get a bit more active before it becomes a major issue. You can see the impact of your efforts.
Right. It's like getting ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Now, this guide is specifically about Eccles. How easy is it for someone living there, or, anywhere really, to actually get this test done?
Good question. Access is key. The test itself is pretty simple, just a small blood sample, usually taken from your arm. Nothing too intimidating.
Okay, but is there anything people need to do beforehand, preparation-wise?
Yes, and this is crucial. The guide stresses you usually need to fast. That means no food or drink, apart from water, for about 9 to 12 hours before the test. This ensures the results, particularly for triglycerides, are accurate.
9 to 12 hours. Okay. So plan ahead, maybe book an early morning appointment. Where can people go locally, using Eccles as the example from the Blood Test UK guide?
Well, the guide lays out a few options. The most obvious is your local GP surgery. It's often part of standard health checks.
Makes sense. Any other routes?
Yes, private clinics are an option, often quicker if you're facing NHS waiting times, which the guide mentions can sometimes be a factor due to increased awareness from local campaigns. And thirdly, many local pharmacies now offer cholesterol checks.
Oh, really? Pharmacies too? That sounds convenient.
It really is. Sometimes it's just a quick finger prick test. It makes it super accessible, especially for keeping track regularly, which is important.
And the guide mentions these local initiatives in Eccles have genuinely boosted awareness. People are actually using this information.
That's the goal, isn't it? It's not just about getting one test. The real benefit comes from tracking these numbers over time, say every 4 to 6 years for most adults, or maybe more often if your doctor advises. It shows if those lifestyle changes, the diet, the exercise are actually working. You become your own health detective in a way.
That's a great way to put it. The power is in the pattern, not just a single snapshot. The success stories from Eccles GPs, mentioned in the guide, really highlight how knowing your numbers empowers you to manage your health better.
Exactly. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your own body. Understanding what HDL and LDL mean gives you the why behind making healthier choices.
So, wrapping up then, we've seen it's a simple test, gives vital info about good and bad helpers, and it's accessible, like through local places mentioned in the Blood Test UK guide for Eccles. It empowers you to act early.
Couldn't have said it better. It's about proactive health management.
Which leads us to our final thought. Knowing how crucial these helper numbers are and how easily you can find them out. What's the one small step you could take this week towards understanding your own heart health better?